In 251 AD, the Roman Empire faced one of its darkest moments. A large Roman army, commanded by Emperor Decius, marched into the eastern Danube region to confront a powerful Germanic Gothic army that had ravaged the empire's borders. The Goths, led by their cunning King Cniva, had launched a devastating invasion, looting Roman towns across Dacia and Thracia, modern-day Bulgaria. Just a year prior, Decius had returned to Rome victorious after quelling other Germanic invasions in this very region. But peace was fleeting. The Gothic king, Cniva, saw an opportunity and led his forces deep into Roman territory, ravaging settlements while Decius was away. At the age of 60, Decius was anointed emperor in 249 AD. His reign was short-lived but marked by the constant threat of barbarian invasions. Determined to restore order, Decius mobilized his army and pursued the Goths into Thracia. They made camp at the town of Augusta Traiana, unaware that Cniva was preparing a deadly ambush. As Decius's army rested, Cniva struck, launching a surprise attack that inflicted a heavy defeat on the Romans. Decius and the remnants of his army retreated north to Viminacium, seeking reinforcements to rebuild their shattered forces. Cniva, emboldened by his victories, pushed further into Roman territory, even sacking the wealthy city of Philippopolis. His army, now armed with Roman weaponry and enriched by plunder, sought to retreat back to their homeland, carrying vast treasures. But Decius was not finished yet. After reinforcing his army, he pursued the Goths relentlessly, hoping to crush them before they could escape. Cniva, knowing he couldn't outrun the Romans with his treasure-laden army, devised a bold strategy. He lured Decius into a decisive, head-on battle. Surveying the landscape, Cniva chose a battlefield that would give him a strategic advantage. As the Roman army approached, Cniva arranged his troops into 3 battle lines, spaced apart to deceive the Romans. Decius, unaware of the full strength of the Gothic forces, believed he faced only a small barbarian contingent. Confident of victory, he ordered his troops to advance. The two armies collided with immense force. The Roman front line held firm, pushing back the Gothic forces. But this was exactly what Cniva had anticipated. The retreat of the Gothic front line was a trap, designed to lure the Romans deeper into the battlefield. As Decius's men pressed forward, they were drawn into a deadly gambit. The second line of Goths charged with renewed vigor, inflicting further casualties on the Romans. Yet Decius's army, driven by their initial success, pushed on recklessly. Little did they know that the final phase of Cniva's trap was about to be sprung. From the dense foliage, the third and final Gothic line emerged. Exhausted and overcommitted, the Romans had fallen into a deadly ambush. Cniva's forces, which had appeared to retreat, now surrounded the Romans from all sides. The Romans were trapped, and chaos erupted on the battlefield. In the midst of the slaughter, Emperor Decius became the first Roman emperor to be killed in battle by a foreign enemy. His death marked a catastrophic defeat for Rome. The battle's losses were staggering. Almost the entire Roman army was wiped out, with only a few survivors escaping the devastation. This crushing defeat at the hands of the Goths was not just a military disaster. It was a pivotal moment in the decline of the Roman Empire, foreshadowing the internal strife and external invasions that would plague the empire for centuries to come.